At United Nations Security Council, India warned of Afghanistan becoming a safe haven for terrorist organizations. And the terrorism emanating from Afghanistan is becoming a threat to other countries. India called for unified action against the terror groups getting entrenched there. Indian diplomat Ruchira Kamboj said that the Taliban, which now controls Afghanistan, needs to take much stronger action to fulfill their anti-terrorism commitments.
The world's focus may already have switched to other international events in the months following the Taliban's return to power in Afghanistan, but the Afghan crisis continues to be a significant affair for India. India recently expressed grave concerns at the UN on the huge increase in the presence of the Islamic State Khorasan province in Afghanistan. With its alleged stronghold in Afghanistan, the ISIL-K continues to issue threats of terrorist attacks against other countries. Al-Qaeda in the Indian subcontinent and the Islamic State Khorasan province have both recently released statements threatening strikes in India. India has cautioned that the peace and stability of the region are directly at risk due to connections between banned organizations like the Jaish-e-Mohammed and Lashkar-e-Taiba, both of which are based in Pakistan.
The recent findings of the 1988 Sanctions Committee's analytical support and the Sanctions Monitoring Team report indicate that the current authorities need to take much stronger action to fulfill their anti-terrorism commitments. There is a significant increase in the presence of ISIL-K in the country and their capacity to carry out attacks. ISIL-K, with its base reportedly in Afghanistan, continues to issue threats of terrorist attacks on other countries.
According to a report from the UN Secretary General, there has never been a moment when terrorist organizations have had more freedom in Afghanistan, and there are no indications that the Taliban leadership has taken any action to rein in the operations of foreign terrorists there. The report claims that ISIL-K is taking advantage of the unrest in the nation by, among other things, recruiting fighters from the Turkestan Islamic Party and the Eastern Turkestan Islamic Movement. It seeks to establish itself as Afghanistan's leading opponent and to spread into the surrounding Central and South Asian nations. The UN members are worried that if the situation in Afghanistan worsens, some violent extremists from Afghanistan and elsewhere would join ISIS. India has so emphasized the need for tangible efforts to ensure that terrorists and other groups that are outlawed by the UN do not receive any support from Afghanistan or from safe havens located there. India expressed alarm at the UN on a rise in violence against minority groups there, such as the Hazara, Hindu and Sikh minorities. Recently, ISIL-K targeted several religious places of minority communities, including the recent attack on a Sikh Gurudwara in Kabul on June 18, followed by another bomb blast near the same shrine on July 27, which is hugely alarming.
The series of attacks at religious places of the minority community, including the recent attack at the Sikh Gurudwara on 18 June in Kabul, followed by another bomb explosion near the same Gurudwara on 27 July, is hugely alarming. The linkages between groups listed by the UN Security Council, such as the Lashkar-e-Taiba and the Jaish-e-Mohammed, as well as provocative statements made by other terrorist groups operating out of Afghanistan, pose a direct threat to the peace and stability of the region. We need to see concrete progress in ensuring that such proscribed terrorist entities or their aliases do not get any support, tacit or direct, either from Afghan soil or from the terror sanctuaries based in the region.
As a contiguous neighbor and long-standing partner of Afghanistan, India has direct stakes in ensuring the return of peace and stability. India has urged for a comprehensive political system in Afghanistan that reflects all groups of Afghan society, including women. for both local and foreign participation, a broad-based, inclusive and representative formation is required.